with all this information buzzing through our brains. And we will not let our hearts forget the most important thing. It's love, 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 love. It's all about love, 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 love. Everything else comes out.
Why are you at Discovery?
Well, I moved here from Virginia, and this is where my parents went, and this is where my sisters went, so sort of like, hey, come on, get in the car, we're going to church.
When they started Discovery, they asked my dad to play bass in the band, so he played for a while, we came with him, and then they got more people to play bass, so we kind of went back to our old church, and then we decided we liked Discovery better, so we came back here, and we've been here ever since.
Because I moved and we tried all these different churches and we came here and we really felt at home here.
Well, Greg, I'm here because I have to and my dad's pastor, but that doesn't stop me from wanting to come back and hang around with people who are fun.
What is something that you've learned about God?
That he is always with me and watching over me. And when I was little, I actually thought if I did something bad, he'd descend from the heavens and tell my parents on me.
God is always with you, and he will always love you no matter what you do.
That God wants to use us and that he can use people in many different ways. Like he's using me to go to El Salvador to help the orphans there.
My mom was unemployed for a very long time, and I moved here from my mom, and she was still unemployed, and everybody was praying for her. Her friends, my family, my friends, everyone was praying for her to get a job, and she basically gave up on her faith, but some of us kept strong, and it took 2 years. She finally got a job a few weeks ago, so from that I've learned that there's no instant gratification when you pray to God, and that's really taught me like patience, but I know that he's always going to be there.
When did you decide to make a relationship with Jesus your own?
Summers ago, I decided that I was ready to make my own relationship with Jesus, and so I got baptized. And we talked about it a lot, and I decided to
Because like when I was 8 years old, it was like at Christmas, and I thought Jesus would like it if for Christmas, his birthday, I gave him my soul.
On May 17th, 2007, whenever I was baptized, and I wanted to get baptized mostly because I just thought it was time for me to make my relationship with Jesus my own. Well, we went to Dairy Queen to talk about some of our answers for this, and first I was like, well, it was when I was a little girl and I started, praying for things that were happening in my life. But I don't think at that age you're ready to make a real relationship with Jesus, and you can't really read the Bible and grasp concepts that are really deep. So I think that my relationship with Jesus is still growing, and as I face difficult situations, it grows a little more every day.
What is something you've done different because of your relationship with Jesus?
I have a lot of faith in the future, even if it takes a while. I know that somehow, some way, God's gonna be there for me, and he's gonna help me. Well, like on a Friday night or something, when I'm about to go out somewhere, my dad always tells me, remember who I represent, and that's God. And if I'm doing some stupid thing and I get in trouble, and people know my dad's pastor and when I go to church, and if I get in trouble or something, they think, well, going to church I don't want to get in trouble, it must not be a good place.
How do you serve God with your talents, resources, times, abilities? How do you do that?
Well, when God sent Jesus and Jesus was on the earth with all of us, he was there for people, and he supported people, and he helped people. And I think that I try to support people and just always be there and not walk off or flake and say, bye-bye, see ya, you're on your own. I always want to be there for people.
mission trip, I try and listen to others. And back at my old church, I helped in youth ministry.